Good morning. Good morning. So I was asked an email yesterday, so I thought I'd reply to it. It was too massive a question to really reply in the email. So I said I would reply this morning. And the question was about, what do I mean when I say everything should come from the Dantien? You should live in the Dantien, the lower Dantien. Everything should come from here. So what I mean is, what the easiest way to do this is to get you to do something with me. So what I want you to do is just put your hands together in kind of prayer position so they're nice and equal. Look at your fingers, make sure that they're nice and equal. And now what I want you to do is I want you to close your eyes. So close your eyes with me. And now focus on your right hand and focus on the middle finger and the index finger of your right hand. See these two in your mind's eye. See the energy flowing to your middle finger. All that hand, your right hand, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Focusing on your right hand. Sending all the blood to your right hand. All the chi to your right hand. Still with your eyes closed. Just use your intention. Use your mind. Focus all your chi flowing to your right hand. Imagine it getting much, much bigger than the left hand. In your mind's eye, it's kind of like a giant. It's like a big hand towering over your left hand. Then feel it growing and growing and growing, sending all your intention, all your chi. Now, very gently, I want you to open your eyes and see whether one of your hands has got bigger. See whether your right hand has got bigger. Oh, my index finger on my right finger has got bigger, and my middle finger is slightly above. Now, what that exercise is to do, and maybe it worked for you, maybe it doesn't. So what I do here is I don't give you a kind of religion. It's not dogma. You have to really kind of see how this feels for you. So practice that. If this has grown, what it is that you're sending, whatever you send your intention and your attention to grows. You've heard the phrase, whatever you focus on grows, and you choose what to focus on. So here we were doing a simple exercise by focusing on the right hand and the middle and the index finger of the right hand, and they will begin to slightly get bigger. And so that's what I mean when living and moving from the lower Dantien. If all the time we take our attention here to our lower Dantien, it means we're not overthinking. And what you can often find, see if you can feel it, when your attention is in your heart space, quite often it can be quite agitated. It's not very restful. It's a wonderful place to be when you are resting, which is why we do the loving kindness meditation. So when you are resting, this place can really open up and you can connect with all of humanity. This is how we connect, through the heart. And this area here is really where it's the void, should be really kind of like an empty cup. There's an old parable that a wealthy man goes to a master to get taught from the master. And the master realizes that really this wealthy man kind of thinks he knows everything. So he pours him a cup of tea and he just keeps pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring. And in the end, the wealthy man is saying, what are you doing? And he's going, well, you cannot put anything in a cup that's already full. So here we want the mind to be empty. We want to live like a child who is excited for every day for all of these things. But if our head is really full with what we think and how our world should be, there's no emptiness and there's no spontaneity. So that's why we take our attention here. And this is why we live from here, the lower Dantien. Drive the car from here. When you're sitting in the car, take your attention down to here. When you're making a piece of toast, when you're cutting an avocado, make sure all your attention is here. It's just a practice. See how you feel. See if you can do that today and constantly bring your attention down to your lower Dantien, which is just kind of below and behind your belly button. Quite often we are taught this kind of area here is very powerful. It's where our desire, our sexual energy is. It's our creativity and it's our excitement. And sometimes we are kind of taught that's very scary and that's dangerous, because it's like, wow, it's so powerful. So quite often we don't want to go to this area because it feels a little bit scary, a little bit powerful. But hopefully, as you practice the Qigong, you'll be able to really kind of enjoy how this lower Dantien feels. All right, so I hope that's answered that question. And we will probably go 5 minutes over today with the Qigong, but I thought it was important to kind of give you the roots of it. So everything today being your lower Dantien. And then when you're resting in meditation, bring the energy up to the heart and connect, open up joy and love, and then have an empty teacup of a mind. All right? Okay, so let's go. Let's start. As we always start, feeling into kidney 1, into the soles of the feet. And standing in Wuji position, which means our knees are nice and bent and our hips are slightly tilted forward. Stretch up the spine, elongate the spine, chin slightly into the chest as that cord of energy comes out of the top of the head